good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the wedding panel at the Metropolitan Event Center, the Wedding Expo at MEC. Today, we have special guests with us who will be talking through preparing up to your big day. Whether you're a bride or a groom, or even as a couple, I have with me to my right here a mindset and emotional healer. Her name is Elvira, and I have next to her Kat. Kat is an hormonal imbalance specialist, and she also helps women. She's also the founder of Kat Fitness. And next to her would be Fiona. Fiona is the owner of Coconut Village Spa, which is a wellness center that provides so many services to help you relax and unwind. So without further ado, I will let them introduce themselves and tell us what they do and how they can be of great value to you today. So I'll pass the microphone to you, Elvira.
Thank you, Abby. It's a joy to be here with my beautiful sisters next to me as well. So my name is Elvira B. Hopper, and I am a miracle mindset coach healer. So I'm a coach and I'm a healer. I believe we need to heal our past if we are to move forward into our powerful future. So today I was invited by Abby because I believe that she felt intuitively that I can support people that are getting married with their mindset. So a lot of people that are getting married have certain expectations of what marriage is going to be like. And I don't know about you ladies, but I think we're all married. I know you guys are. Are you married too, Abby? No, okay. Well, when I was getting married, I had a lot of expectations, and I expected my husband to fulfill them. And he was going to be the knight in shining armor that was going to protect me. Well, I realized many years later that there is no shining armor, that we need to heal ourselves, we need to do our inner work so that we show up totally 1000% ourselves. And I believe that it's not two halves that make a whole, it's two wholes that make life amazing because they're people that have done their inner work. So I feel that today I've been energetically guided here to share that message with young couples so that they realize that they need to take care of themselves, body, mind, and soul, so that they can show up in the best way for their marriages. So I'm going to pass it over to you.
Thank you. So my name is Kata Stromova, and I'm the founder and CEO of Kat International Fitness. I'm a women's wellness coach and hormonal imbalance specialist. And our mission at Kat International Fitness is to inspire, empower, motivate, and educate women who suffer from hormonal imbalances such as PCOS, hypothyroidism, from mental effects of it, and to help them overcome these specific diseases through custom strategies and holistic approach.
And I'm Fiona Durant, the owner and CEO of Coconut Village Spa. I'm a social service worker, and one of the main purpose of our spa is to help people manage their stress and anxiety. A lot of times we are so cautious and worried about what people see on the external, and what we focus on is internal wellness. Unapologetically owning your authenticity and your confidence. And so I do a lot of confidence coaching with our clients, but yeah, that's who I am.
All right, thank you so much, ladies. So we'll just dive right into the panel discussion. And I have questions that cover areas like fitness, emotional wellness, and also dealing with bride-to-be fears. So I will start off with Kat. My first question is on fitness. So how can couples incorporate fitness into their wedding planning process without feeling overwhelmed?
Absolutely. So it all starts with mindset. And a lot of the times when people are looking to start a health and wellness journey for whatever the goal may be, whether it's a wedding or health purposes, they feel like it's taking away time, it's tedious work, it could be overwhelming, but we have to dig deeper into why are we doing this, first of all. And we all then have to figure out that actually meal prepping at the end of the day will save you time, right? It also saves money. So wedding planning is a really expensive thing, and having a wedding too. And on top of it, going out to restaurants or getting takeout or meal prep delivery, you can take the time, an hour to 45 minutes once a week or twice a week, and to meal prep your meals. You're setting yourself up for success. Now, in terms of working out, people always say, well, I don't have time to work out. That's because it's not a priority. It's about priorities. So the priority is to work out because believe it or not, once you do tap into the exercise and into your endorphins, once your brain starts to release those endorphins, you're going to become happier. And when you're happier, you're going to be able to now take on the stressors of wedding planning, and you're going to be able to handle it better. So many times I sit down with my brides that I prep for their weddings, or just women that want to get on a health and wellness journey on our consultation calls, because it all starts with a consultation call. And I ask them to take me through their entire routine, their entire schedule on a weekday, on a weekend, if they're working from home or when they work in the office. I want to know everything because their first thing is, I don't have time to meal prep, I don't have time to work out. What we actually figure out is more oftentimes than not, they have hours upon hours in the middle of their day or at night or in the morning, but that time doesn't get utilized properly because we're utilizing it to scroll, exactly, or we're utilizing it to binge eat, right? And we're just neglecting all of the things that we should be doing for our health and wellness. So time priorities, and of course if you are unsure of how to create those schedules and routines, I do suggest speaking to a professional like a health and wellness and a lifestyle coach that could help you with that and sit down with the couple together to look at both schedules and to figure out where it can come, as a good fun activity to do as a couple as well and to bond in that process.
Wow, amazing. And I totally agree, speaking to a professional is always the best way because both of you cannot speak to each other.
Right.
Maybe a third party that can help you. So yeah, speaking of an emotional wellness, I would just ask you, Vera, how can couples prioritize their emotional wellness during the wedding planning process? As we know, wedding planning is very stressful. So many tension, hormones going here and there. How can they prioritize that in their wedding planning process?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I'm going to use my little story of an example of what not to do, okay? So when I got married 35 years ago this June, I was living very much out of alignment and I hadn't done any inner work and I didn't really know who I was. I thought I was marrying someone who was going to take me away from my house because I'm Italian and we weren't allowed to live out of the house unless we were married. So I felt like I was escaping with my knight on shining armor, and so my mindset just sucked back then. And so what happened is my wedding day was awful. It was absolutely awful because I was awful. And so this is why I believe so much in doing our inner work so that we show up authentically ourselves, so that we're not pretending to be something just to please others, that we're able to be fully ourselves. And so I really encourage couples to figure out, who am I apart from this, marriage, well, at that point, they're not married yet, but who am I apart from this situation? We're getting married, but who am I really? So it's about doing that inner work to figure out who you truly are. And I was talking to someone at my booth earlier today, a beautiful couple, and I said, so I channel, I just get messages and I share them, and so I was talking to this couple and I said, it's about being like trees, right, that are standing really close, but the roots are connected, right? So it's not about two halves make a whole, it's about two wholes make life amazing because you're able to be truly yourselves and then you give to each other. And I'm getting chills as I say that. So I feel that to be emotionally healthy, to be emotionally grounded on that day, is to just know who you truly are.
Right. Being emotionally grounded is really important for everything else, even aside from wedding planning. You need that to be a full-grown adult functioning in life, right? So I know that we usually don't take time off. So Fiona, I want you to stress on common practices that could help couples relax and be their best selves on their big day.
I think if we start forgetting about this big day business and talk about the long-term day, because this day does not stop. And I think a lot of time we fail. I've been married for 20 years, been with my husband since I can't, you're chasing after your spouse because they didn't make you happy today or you didn't get what you need. But you are responsible. So once you know you're responsible, you're going to be intentional. And so the intentionality is on Sundays I don't play. If I'm not going to church, I'm in my bed. And train and teach are two different things. So I train people how to teach me by demonstrating to them how I want to be treated. So I see my sons and my husband, they see that I fill the tub and I get my Mr. Noodle, it's my food, and I'm in my place and don't mess with me, I need my music. So
Mess with me.
so before you know it, they were starting to do that for me. I walk in and my son who's 12 said, Mom, your tub is really much. You know, so it's about intentionality, owning your self-care and not putting that burden on somebody else.
Right. I mean, I'm not sure where I heard it from, but happiness is an inside job. If you're looking for somebody to come and make you happy, you're going to wait a long time. So, yeah, with that being said, I would go back to Kat. And my question would be, how do you help brides achieve their ideal dream body for their big day?
Well, so number one thing, if you're looking for the quick fix, the magic pill, it does not exist. And we have to remember that no body is the same. We all have completely different ways our bodies react to certain foods. There's also people that have hormonal imbalances. So I myself suffer from hypothyroidism, which is an underactive thyroid condition. And what I have to do in order to control those symptoms, and I've gone through my own major weight loss journey transformation, I cannot do what regular people do who don't have a hormonal imbalance. So this is a very loaded question, because if we're dealing with a bride who is healthy, then we can do things like you see out in the world that, you know, fitness trainers do to prep people for like a competition. So you do calories in, calories out, so you're going through calorie deficit. You could start it a little bit closer to the date because your body responds faster, your metabolism is moving well. We introduce HIIT style workouts, which is high intensity interval training, because you're going to sweat more, you're going to burn more fat, and so on. And then we can do carb cycling, you can take out some carbs. Now, if we're dealing with a bride who has a hormonal imbalance, like a PCOS, or hypothyroidism, or endometriosis, diabetes, whatever, this is where the trial and error and a very custom approach needs to come in. Because HIIT style workouts will actually do more harm than good. They're going to elevate their cortisol levels, which is their stress hormone. So LIST style is in place, so low intensity, steady state kind of workouts, low impact. They have to start way before their wedding because it's a very slow process, right? And then we also want to always get again into the mindset that we're not just prepping you for your big day, we're prepping you for the rest of your life. Because again, you're looking for that quick fix to look good on your wedding day. What about after? What about after the honeymoon is over, the wedding is over, right? Like, are we gonna go back to your old habits, right? Then you also wanna prep to maybe have a family, so you wanna be happy, healthy, mentally, physically with your hormones to be, a good mom for your baby, but also carry a healthy baby. So getting into that mindset that we're building healthy habits with a very customized approach of what works for you specifically, that you're able to maintain forever, not just until the big day.
Right, thank you so much. And our time is kind of fast spent, so I'll just let Fiona give us final words to brides in the room who want to learn about wellness and taking care of themselves leading up to their big day. What would be your final words?
Budget. We budget for the grocery. We budget for getting our hair done, but we do not budget for self-care, and self-care is expensive. But also be realistic. Again, I'm not a big day person, I'm a holistic day person, so thinking about that is be consistent. And start small, start low. A lot of times, for example, when I'm trying to do something, I don't say I'm going to do it 10 days a week. I say I'm going to do it one day, and if I do 3, I feel proud. Because what happened is that people start by saying, I'm going to start going to run or whatever you're going to do 10 days a week, 5 days, and when they start failing, they quit. So start small. I'm going to go 4 times a year for my wellness. And it doesn't have to be external. I don't have to go to a spa, but I can create that at my home because I'm budget. I'm putting myself on a budget. But it's just making sure that we find joy in ourselves, because no matter how much you go to the spa and they give you the best facial or the best whatever, your natural health from the inside is that's going to permeate on the outside and make you beauty and make you feel healthy. So go out there, enjoy your relationships, enjoy yourself, your own company. Enjoy your own company and make that big day last.
All right, thank you so much for that. And you know, like we said, happiness is an inside job. So with that, I want you to wrap up on the panel and let the couples know what the final words would be on actually working on yourself from inside out.
So, to me, the most important thing is to connect to your bigger why, your purpose. Nobody was brought here by accident. We all have a bigger purpose. Some of us connect with it early, some of us connect with it later. But your job is to connect with what that is, because when you're connected to your purpose, when you're on purpose, when you know your why, and what does why stand for? In my world, why stands for the world helped or healed by you. So there's something in you that can help the world, and you need to figure out what that is. If it's small, that's okay. If it's your small world in your community, but if it's big, like some of us here have big global movements that are here to help humanity. And I invite everyone to see what is more in me to do. Because when you do that, you're just happier for everybody around you. You vibrate at a different level, and you are happier, and you're going to go into a marriage with an amazing attitude, and you're going to be successful. That's what I have.
So with that, I want to say thank you so much to our esteemed panelists. It was really nice hearing your wealth of wisdom on your various aspects of life and helping people be better. So with that, we come to the end of the panel. Thank you so much for participating, and we hope to see you next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.